Welcome to another episode of A.T.S podcast. I'm going to say,
Come on, man. Stop. It's your boy.
yes, sir. You know what time it is, man. You know what we do here. We give you a deeper introspective into what all things being spiritual means. So you know where you at. You know what you need to do. Take
Take
them
your
shoes
shoes
off.
off.
Standing on
Stand
holy
on
ground.
holy ground,
You
you filthy
filthy bastards.
bastards. Come
Get
on,
off
man.
us.
Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
man.
Uh-huh.
Even if it's a hard way, it's a God way, man.
It's the God way.
Get him this work.
Yes, sir.
Envious over the anointing. Isaiah 11, verse 2. But no one wants to bear the cross of being an alien. Leviticus 23:22. Hold that.
Mhm.
Envious of how close I am, or they're not willing to put him first. Matthew 6:33. Cheap bastards.
Mhm.
Deuteronomy 23:22 left no room for entree. Matthew 5:17 and stuffed themselves on complimentary. Episode 262 bread and water because they thought the entree, Colossians 1 verse 19, was costly just to find out it was free. Romans 3:24. Plant seeds, can't expect them to grow overnight. Matthew 13:18-23. That's just spiritual growth, bastards.
Yes, sir.
You don't come off dogmatic or ilmatic. Be still and know God is God. Psalms 46:10. Stillmatic. Brah. Print before the blueprint. And that written on rocks. Deuteronomy 4:13. Blue magic. It's good as. No need to touch it. Exodus 20. Make it according to the pattern shown Exodus 26:30. I'm a brand. Might have to mask my identity like Lacoste for what it's cost. Daniel 7 verse 9. Come on, man. Keep the change, you filthy bastard. Keep the change.
Bastards.
The 3.5 years, Luke 3:23. I did the wholesale business. Sorry to inform you, Father. Galatians 4:6. But they don't check for you like that. Can't beat them, join them. Retail business, shorts. They cast lots for his garments. Psalms 22:18. A little here and a little there. Isaiah 20:18-13. I'm getting 10 times more on the retail than the wholesale. My youngin said, I told you you would make more breaking it down. I said, yeah, but I'm not in the business of stepping on it. Episode 243. A voice yelled out, give the people what they want. 1 Samuel 8:22. Religion of a relationship. Romans 8:16. Not penmanship. Rap. From penthouse to the pen. Glory to earth for what it's worth. Light work. All who think I'm being extra and trying to impress, ask God if you think I'm lying. This is our lows. Psalms 116 verse 6. This is our lows. You feel bad, bastards. Deuteronomy 23:2. You own Christ, you know, and worship and praise. What you think? That was his lows. Psalms 2 verse 4. Sits in heavens and he laughs. You might be at the pinnacle of your apex. I can't relate. No docks, no socks. Could you imagine us? Genesis 1:26 with sin. Romans 4:15. Tattoo on your tattoo on your knees. Tattoo on your knees. Is that a symbol? You don't kneel. Isaiah 45:23. And the tattoos on your body. Leviticus 19:28 is your life story. Vor V Zakone. Thieves in law. Luke 16:1-16. Sorry you could have had it written upon your heart. 2 Corinthians 3:3. Without hands. Colossians 2:11. No blood. Leviticus 17:11. And pain. As Yeshua did. And be made men. Revelations 13:8. Things are about to change, haters. Neither will I be in the same realm or space. Acts chapter 1, 9-11. Draw the curtain, will you? Hebrews 10:12-21. First class. Things you talk about and things you're about. Things you talk about and things you're about, I gave you. 1 Corinthians 4:7. A platform, and look what you form. Fruit don't fall from the tree. Revelations 22:14. You know it by its manifestation. A.T.S, I'm a brand, 3 nails. Rock. Don't be mad. Everybody can't go. Psalms 109, verse 8. I could have tell you that from the Genesis. Still a Hyundai. Sorry. Revelation brought forth the manifestation. John 1, verse 14 of the illumination. As written, here is something they don't teach. I recommend you on your reach, but I wasn't your allotment. But it wasn't your allotment in order to obtain us. Genesis 1:26. You have to give up everything. You knew it was there. Need to go any further. What need is there for we to go any further? Elisha had to give up parents. 1 Kings 19:19-21. Paul, all he knew. Philippians 3:13-16. Another glory. 2 Corinthians 5:21. For the all nations. Genesis 18:18. Sacrifice your son. Genesis 22. No, not you, son.
Get off us.
Stick around for the dialogue. This is just a mono.
Yeah.
$300 million car, most famous player on the team. Faced on every billboard. Still got to lay face down on the asphalt off the street. Give him 50. Leviticus 25. Jubilee. Let him out on time so he can entertain us. Mark 10:34. Do your due diligence. Now you see why I only work for us. Genesis 1:26. That kind of stuff don't work with us. Should have forfeit the game, but they're not built like us. Episode 247. Even when some kneel, Isaiah 45:23, some stand. Revelations 12. That's how I know you're not stand up. Ezekiel 28:11-19. Isaiah 14:10-14. How can you get straight when you keep folding? Brrr. I went up the hill so you wouldn't have to. Brrr, Golgotha, John 19:17. Run it back. Tyreek is not Terrell. 3 times more convictions as El Chapo. Weirdo sexual convictions. 2. His family or the world has never seen him in handcuffs. That's privilege, boy. Episode 119. Trump that. What does the NFL stand for again? Waste man. You who consider yourself intellectual, 1 Corinthians 3:18. God don't use you. How do you square that with yourself? You who think you're a leader, Deuteronomy 28:13, and God don't use you. How do you square that with yourself? You who think you're humble, 1 Peter 5:6, and God don't use you. How do you square that with yourself? You who think you're called, Romans 8:28, and walking in religion, James 1:23, how do you square that with yourself? You who assess yourself, 1 Corinthians 4:3, how do you square that with yourself? As for us, Genesis 1:26, who are called, Romans 8:28, and walking in the manifestation, John 1:14, there is nothing to square. Square, you're just not part of his circle, Revelations 5:14, or hemisphere. Brrr. Revelations 20:15. This bar is hotter than the sun in which I wrote it. Light work. You have to go to the locker to get it. Private locker, don't worry. Here's a phenomenon for you. Have seeds but no fruits. Another no seed but have fruits. That might take you a while to decipher. Don't worry about it. I can tell you it's important how you speak to the king and his. 1 Peter 2:9. But that's for those who comprehend scripture. Psalms 105, verse 15. Try to swallow this if you may. You treat through Philippians 4:13 with more honor than from. John 12:44. Stick around for the
bars.
Don't worry where I get that from. Aren't you believers that Solomon and David had more seed than Christ?
Too much.
You're not even in the realm of the book. 2 Timothy 3:16, much less same library. Some even believe Zelophehad, Numbers 26:33, had more seeds too. Don't choke. Don't choke. Listen to Miriam if you desire. I am Exodus 3:14, going to listen to Moses. Numbers 12:1-16. Children of the flesh, not spirit, I see. Romans 9:8. Stick around for the dialogue. Eve wanted to know what happened. Tell her she was rejected. Genesis 3:16 before it started. Genesis 2. Like Esau, Genesis 25:23. Word about compromising. Episode 234, their Christianity. Acts 11:26, while forfeiting relationship. 1 John 3:11. Give up relationship for religion. How could you walk with us? Genesis 1:26. Your birthright for denomination. 1 Corinthians 1:10-17. Is this your value of me? 30 pieces of silver. Zechariah 11:12-13. I'll beat that. Esau with a meal. Hebrews 12:16. Going once, going twice. Sold. It's not working because it's too much work. Grace, Ephesians 2:8-10, could have saved you, but you believe in works. Isaiah 64:6. Stick around for the dialogue.
Bars.
Stick around for the dialogue, bastards. Parallel in the same time, put in 51 months. Don't worry about it. 15,500 views, 595 videos, 50 subscribers to date. And not a minister, preacher, teacher, evangelist. Ephesians 4:11-13. Might have touched more inside, Revelations 12:4. But never talk, Isaiah 53:7. Anonymous, Revelations 19:12. Kush have been saving America before it was united, 1776. Built and rich, what more do you want? Matthew 5:39-42. Don't be jumping through hoops for these people. My mother isn't white. Wasn't the world saved? John 12:47, and no one turned around to thank us. Genesis 1:26 for picking up the cross. Luke 23:26. Yet again vindicated. Luke 7:35. Light work. Can you appreciate this, man? What I share with you is pillar talk. Isaiah 29:10. I'm just talking to you. What I share with you is pillar talk. Isaiah 29:10. I would have to put chalk around you if I share intellectual talk. Revelations 5:14. Don't speak to you like this.
Bars.
Stop it. This is weekly. Exodus 25:30. Do you do diligence? You don't have any work. Isaiah 64:6. What's this? No backside twerk? This rap, Hebrews 10:15, is realer than your realest rap. 33. Luke 3:23. A piece. Don't be con. James 1:16. It's not the way. John 14:6. If anyone won the numbers, how many died, jail, and didn't make it? 1 Chronicles 21:1. Do you do diligence? Or is this the only business we don't audit? Your existence is at a very primitive level. Have and where? Matthew 6:25-34. Do you do diligence? You would think you came from nothing. 1 John 2:29. That's saying something. Hold this hollow tip, will you? Even when they go deep, Psalms 42:7, it's shallow. Mark 4:5.
Bars.
Don't worry about getting back to us. Genesis 1:26, just holler. Psalms 100:1. 16 G's to beat drum on us. Genesis 1:26, God is with us. Isaiah 7:14. 17, Jesus saves. Matthew 1:21. 18, salvation and redeem. Revelations 3:12. Thank you for sticking around for the mono. If it's your allotment, You will stick around for the dialogue. Only if it's your allotment to stick around for the dialogue. Only if it's your allotment. Woo! Right, come on, let's play ball. Envious over the anointing for no reason.
No reason.
Isaiah 11, verse 2.
Without cause.
As if anybody anoint themselves. Ah! The envious over the anointing for no reason, as if anybody can anoint themselves. Isaiah 11, 2. But no one wants to bear the cross of being an alien. Leviticus 23, 22. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Envious over the anointing for no reason. But nobody wants to bear the cross of being an alien.
Tough.
Envious of how close I am, but they're not willing to make him first. Envious of how close I am, but they're not willing to make him first.
Come on.
Matthew 6:33. You ever see those bastards envious over a championship, but they're in the club till 4 a.m.?
Facts.
You ever see those bastards envious of a championship, but they're in the club at 4 a.m.?
I see the new AI.
Envious of how close I am, but they don't put him first. Matthew 6:33.
Wasn't in the gym. Wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Come on, man. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
These cheap bastards. Deuteronomy 23:22. Deuteronomy 23, verse 2. These cheap bastards left no room for the entree. Matthew 5:17. They left no room for the entree.
Full of apps.
And stuffed themselves on complimentary bread and water. It was premeditated.
Yep.
They overdid it. Last episode, I hear somebody said they stuffed themselves on quail. Stuffed themselves on bread and water. John 6:48 and John 7:38.
They don't eat with us.
Because they thought the entree, Colossians 1:19, was costly. Thought they had to pay, dog. They thought they had to pay.
And found out.
Just to find out it's free. Romans 3:24. Complimentary, pastors. Complimentary. Plant seeds, can't expect them to grow overnight.
Bars.
Don't worry about it. It's just spiritual growth. You don't come off dogmatic or ilmatic. Be still and know God is God, will you? Psalms 46:10. Still ilmatic. Rah!
Tough.
Try to follow the spirit if you can. Print before the blueprint. And that written on rocks, Deuteronomy 4:13. The print before the blueprint, and that written on rocks, Deuteronomy 4, verse 13. Try to follow the spirit, will you?
Mega nano.
Blue magics. It's good as. No need to touch it.
Don't need to touch it.
Exodus 20, do your due diligence.
Don't need to touch it.
Make it according to the pattern, youngin. Showing Exodus 26:30. I'm a brand. But I have to mask my identity at the cost what it costs.
Bars.
Daniel 7, verse 9. It's not your fault. God don't speak to you like this.
Bars.
God don't speak to you like
that's art. That's art.
God don't speak to them like this. For 3.5 years, Luke 3:23, do your due diligence. I did the wholesale business. Sorry to inform your father, Galatians 4:6. But they don't check you like that.
Bars.
For 3.5 years, Luke 3:23, I did the wholesale business.
They don't check for you like that.
Sorry to inform your father, Galatians 4:6. But they don't check for you like that.
Bars.
Let the Spirit reveal that to you. Ah, they don't check for you like that. Can't speak about God and don't speak truth. They don't check for you like that.
Check for you like that.
Want a king like the rest of the nations. They don't check for you like that. This ain't no king. They don't check for you like that.
Right.
All the provisions of complimentary bread and water, still God else don't need the bed. We don't check for you like that.
Like that.
It's okay. Somebody got to tell the truth. They don't check for you like that.
Facts.
God don't want no yes man around him.
Facts.
Don't tell him what he wants to hear. Tell him the truth.
Yep.
They don't check for you like that, folks. It's okay. Did you see him honor the people who came back with a bad report, or did he honor those who came back with a good report? The bastards were in the wilderness when they went over. Who got honored?
Good report.
Don't tell me what I want you to tell me truth.
I know, son. I know.
Can't beat them, join them. Retail business, shorts. They cast lots for his garments. Psalms 22:18. Try to follow the Spirit. A little here and a little there. Isaiah 28:10-13. Can't beat them, join them. Retail business, shorts. He cast lots for his garments. The shorts is the lots, and the lots is the shorts. I'm just talking to you. A little here and a little there. Isaiah 28:10-13. I'm getting 10 times more on the retail than the wholesale. My youngin said, I told you, you would make more breaking it down. I said, yeah, but I'm not in the business of stepping on it. Episode 243, do your due diligence, you bastards.
You bastards.
Voice you loud, give the people what they want. 1 Samuel 8:22. Religion over relationship. They don't check for you like that.
They don't check for you like that.
Romans 8:16. What penmanship? From penthouse to pen. Just talking to you. Glory to earth for what it's worth. It's not your fault, John 3:13.
What it's worth.
Type on foreshadow. Don't see yourself in scriptures, you're probably not in it.
Not in it.
All who think I'm being extra and trying to impress, ask God. If you think I'm lying, this is our lows. Ask God to think I'm lying, this is our lows. All who think I'm being extra and trying to impress, ask God. If you think I'm lying, this is our lows. Psalms 116:6. Light work.
Light work.
Don't feel bad, bastards. Deuteronomy 23:2. The only Christ you know and worship and praise. What you think? That was his lows. Psalms 2:4. Don't be bad, bastards. What do you think?
That was our lows.
Only Christ you know, worship, and praise. The only Christ you know is the Christ who was on his lows.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I preached to myself again. I told you I've been doing this longer than Isaiah again. That boy when he walked 3 years naked, I've been doing this longer than that boy again. Speaking to myself again.
The Christ you love.
Christ you know and worship and praise. Listen to these words, you bastards. The only Christ you know and worship. The only Christ you know and worship.
Was on his lows, you bastards.
The only Christ you know and worship and praise is what you think was on his lows.
The Christ you love was on his lows.
You don't know the Christ of glory. You don't know the Christ that was a stewardship beside the Father.
Like a right
You don't
hand.
know the high priest Christ. You don't know that, Christ.
Nah. They don't check for you like that.
So don't be starting to acting all fraternizing with me. Be like as if you know me.
They don't check for you like that. You ain't Kobe.
Saying too much now. Saying too much now. But we don't exchange numbers beyond the walls. We don't exchange the numbers beyond the walls. Cheating family asking. Ah, you own the Christ you know and worship and praise. Imagine that. The only Christ you know, worship and praise. What do you think that was? His lows. His lows.
That's the Christ you love. On his lows.
Psalms 2, verse 4. Sits in the heavens and he laughs. You might be at the pinnacle of your apex. I can't relate. Told it to ask God if you don't believe me. This is my lows. You might be at the pinnacle of your apex. I can't relate. No docks, no socks. Could you imagine us? Genesis 1:26 with sin. Romans 4, verse 15. Get out of here!
Mega man. 1,000 years.
Filthy.
That's a bar.
You might be at the pinnacle of your apex. I can't relate, bastards.
Can't relate. I cannot relate.
No docks, no socks. Could you imagine us? Genesis 1:26 with sin. Romans 4, verse 15. Yeah.
They don't got enough truths and rights in them to understand these talk stuff. They don't understand that. What are you talking about?
That 2 on your knee, is that a symbol? You don't kneel? Isaiah 45:23. And the 2's on your body. Leviticus 19:28. What's that supposed to be? Your life story? Vor V Zakone. Vor V Zakone. Thieves in the law. Translation. Luke 16:1-16. Do your due diligence. Vor V Zakone. Russian. Thieves in the law. Luke 16:1-6. Sorry, you could have had it written upon your heart. 2 Corinthians 3. Without hands, Colossians 2:11. No blood, Leviticus 17:11. And pain, as Yeshua did, and be made men, Revelations 13:8. Things are about to change, haters. Neither will I be in the same realm of space. Acts 1:9-11. Draw the curtains. Hebrews 10:12-21. First class. It's like God doing something I can start to see, and I like he's saying, like, yo, dog, this is cryptic is one thing, but this is too cryptic.
You would have to die, come back, and die again. You ain't getting that.
Things you talk about and things you're about. The things you talk about and things you're about, I gave you. 1 Corinthians 4:7. Do your due diligence. A platform, and look what you form. The things you talk about and the things you're about, I gave you. A platform, and look what you form.
Bars.
1 Corinthians 4:7. Johnny B says, what does any man have that he have this?
Gross.
Fruit don't fall far from the tree. Revelations 22:14. Do your due diligence. You know it bites manifestation. A.T.S, all things spiritual. I'm a brand, 3 nails. Don't be mad. Everybody can't go. Psalms 109, verse 8. And another take his office. Don't be mad. Everybody can't go.
Bars.
Whole bunch of people in the time of Noah. Everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go.
Heard there was a couple of million in the wilderness. Only 2 made it over. Everybody can't go.
Can't go.
Let another take his office. Everybody can't go.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Too much.
Could have told you that from the Genesis.
No,
I could have told them that from the Genesis.
Genesis.
Apologies are in order. Apologies are in order. Still a
Yes,
Honda.
sir. Yeah.
Still a Honda. Could have told you that from the Genesis. Apologies are in order. Still a Genesis. Still a Honda.
Still Honda. Art.
The revelation brought forth the manifestation. Try to follow the spirit. John 1 verse 14 of the illumination. As is written, here is something they don't teach. I commend you on your reach. But it wasn't your allotment in order to obtain us. Ah!
I commend you on your reach.
Come on, man. The spirit is always polite. The spirit is always polite.
It wasn't yours.
Here is something they don't teach. I commend you on your reach, but it wasn't your allotment in order to obtain us. Genesis 1:20. This wasn't your allotment.
Heavy though. Heavy.
Don't think Lot tried?
He did.
Wasn't your allotment to obtain us?
See you on your effort.
You have to give up everything. You have to give up everything you knew. Is there a need to go on any further?
Tough.
Do you know what it is to obtain us? You have to give up everything you knew.
Everything you knew.
Do I need to go on any further?
No, it's a wrap.
Elisha parents. 1 Kings 19:19-21. Paul, all he knew.
All he knew.
Philippians 3:13-16. Another had to give up glory. 2 Corinthians 5:21. Father of all nations, Genesis 18:18.
Yes, sir.
Sacrifice your son. Genesis 22. No.
Not your son.
Not your son. Not you, son. Father of all nations, sacrifice your son. No. Not you, son. God will provide. God will provide. And here comes the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. Calm your nerves. Calm your nerves. Types of foreshadow. Type of foreshadow. Calm your nerves. $300 million car. Most famous player on the team. Facing every billboard. Still got to lay face down on the asphalt of the streets. Give me 50. Leviticus 25, Jubilee. Chalk that up to Jubilee.
Chalk that up to Jubilee.
Let the modern time so it can entertain us. Mark 10:34. Let the modern time so it can entertain us. Now you see why I only work for us. Genesis 1:26. That kind of stuff don't work with us. Should have forfeit the game, but they're not built like us. Ephesians 2:40, episode 247. Even when some kneel, Isaiah 45:23, some stand up. Revelation 12. That's how I know you're not stand up. Ezekiel 28:11-19, due diligence. And Isaiah 14:10-14. That's how I know you're not stand up. How can you get straight when you fold, when you keep folding?
Bars.
How can you get straight when you keep folding? Went up the hill so you wouldn't have to. Golgotha.
Preach.
John 19:17. Run it back, Tyreek. It's not Terrell. Big boy. 3 times more convictions as El Chapo. throw in a weirdo sexual conviction too. His family or the world has never seen him in handcuffs. That's privilege, boy. That's privilege, boy. Episode 119.
He's preaching.
Trump that. What does NFL stand for again? I thought so.
Yeah. For life. For
Let's
life.
move on.
He's preaching.
This is a big boy coming. You consider yourself intellectual. 1 Corinthians 3:18.
Tough.
God don't use you. How do you square that with yourself? You who consider yourself intellectual and God don't use you, how do you square that with yourself?
Tough.
You think you're a leader, Deuteronomy 28:13, and God don't use you. How do you square that with yourself? You think you're humble, 1 Peter 5:6, and God don't use you. How do you square that with yourself? You think you're called, Romans 8:28, and walking in religion, James 1:23. How do you square that with yourself? You who think you're called, but you're walking in religion, how do you square that with yourself? You who assess yourself, 1 Corinthians 4:3, how do you square that with yourself? You don't even know what that scripture means. Go look it up. As for us, Genesis 1:26, we're called, Romans 8:28, and walking in the manifestation, John 1:14. There's nothing to square. You're just not a part of his circle, Revelations 5:14, or hemisphere, Revelations 20:15. This bar is hotter than the sauna in which I wrote it.
So, rubber hits the road, talk.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Here's a phenomenon for you. Here's a phenomenon for you. You have seeds, but no fruit.
Tough.
Another no seed, but have fruits. I thought so. That might take you a while to decipher. Don't worry about it.
Tough.
I can tell you it's important how you speak to the king and his. 1 Peter 2:9. But that's for those who comprehend scripture. Psalms 105:15. Light work. Do your due diligence. You treat through. Philippians 4:13.
Better
more honor than from. John 12:44.
1,000 years.
You might not appreciate what you just heard. I'm not forcing any shots. I rally back on that. I'm not forcing any shots, man. I'm just going to rally back on that. You don't even know what you just heard. You don't even know what you just heard.
10 for 12. I'm not forcing any shots.
Paradigm shift. That changed your life what you just heard.
Crazy.
You have no idea what you just heard.
To and from.
You treat through. Philippians 4:13. Now go look it up. Run on. With more honor than from. John 12:44.
Bars.
Grace came through. You don't even understand. You speak a language you don't even understand. You see, I'm talking about this. You intellectually don't know. You see, you just the things you harbor and you think, pronouns and this bullshit or not bullshit. It's a bullshit, man. There's something called principle. And if you don't understand the principles of things, nobody cares. You treat through. Philippians 4:13 with more honor than from. John 12:4. Let me speak to you in a more primitive, lower language. For those of you who are under a curse and by the sweat of your bread you eat, going back now to the Genesis, I could have told you this from the Genesis. For you who are under a curse and by the sweat of the bread you eat, by the sweat of your brow you eat bread, the job is the provisions through. But the provision itself is from. You treat through with more honor than from. I am speaking a primitive, the most primitive way I could speak. Because you don't understand. You treat through with more honor than from. My mother. That's just true, bastard. That's just true. My mother. That is just true, bastard. That's not from. You treat through with more honor than from. My mother. That's just through. That's not from.
Too much glory.
Speaking the most primitive
Too
way
much glory.
I could speak to give you this.
Too much glory.
And as for the scriptures that I gave you pertaining that, that's a paradigm shift.
That's a whole life change.
So you use these words, you don't even know the meaning because you think you know, but because you don't know principles, I don't give a shit. I don't listen to none of you unless you're standing on principles. And I know you don't know principles, so I don't listen to nobody.
Bars.
Take it how you take it. Because the English language is very primitive.
Change your life.
Don't worry where I get that from. Aren't you believers that Solomon and David had more seed than Christ? Don't jump off the bandwagon now, bastards. Don't jump off now. Because you forget when I said, here's a phenomenon for you. You have seeds but no fruit, and now they have no seed but have more fruit. Aren't you believers that Solomon and David had more fruit than Christ? Don't jump off the bandwagon now. Yes, sir, Bob. Stick with the board, getting there. You're not even in the realm of the book, 2 Timothy 3:16, much less the same library.
Bars.
Some even believe Zelophehad had Numbers 26:33 had more seeds.
Oh,
you
man.
might not understand the words coming from my lips.
Oh, man.
We're going to give you loose change on David and Solomon. Some believe Zelophehad had more kids than Christ too. Listen to Miriam if you desire. I am, Exodus 3:14 is going to listen to Moses, Numbers 12:1-16. Yeah. Children of the spirit, children of the flesh, not spirit. Romans 9:8, you all.
Heavy. I am.
Listen to Miriam if you want. Listen to Miriam if you want. But I am going to listen to Moses. It's talking to you. Right side of the history. Right side of the history.
Yep.
Boy,
I never get this.
Boy, have no comment in him. The boy have no comment in this. No decorum. Listen to Miriam if you want, but I'm going to listen to, but I am is going to listen to Moses.
Facts.
children of the flesh, not spirit. Romans 9:8. Just talk.
Crazy.
You know, what they have gotten already is a masterpiece, and spirit hasn't even started tying it in yet. It's just breaking it down.
It's crazy.
Don't miss this. Eve wanted to know what happened. Tell her she was rejected. Genesis 3:6. Eve wanted to know what happened.
You got rejected.
I could have told her this from the Genesis. Yeah, buddy. I could have told her this from the Genesis. Eve want to know what happened. Tell her she was rejected. Genesis 3:6. Before it started, by the way, Genesis 2.
Catch up.
Cause you might have not figured I am make intimate like us. Oh, make me a suitable partner. Afterthought.
Man.
Afterthought. Eve wanted to know what happened. Tell her she was rejected. Genesis 3:6. Do your due diligence.
Facts.
But tell her that happened before it. Tell her it was before it started. Genesis 2. You see, if you walk in the spirit, you think Lot was rejected with his 2 daughters. I had no allotment for Lot. Abraham, when your wife go, I have no allotment for him. There's no allotment. I got nothing for you. So it was really before. Eve wanted to know what happened. Tell her she was rejected. Genesis 3:6. Before it started.
Bars.
Genesis 2. Tied in now, bastards. Like Esau. Genesis 25:23.
All in on these boys.
Y'all see Esau with the meal and thought it was that. He forgot the dream with his mother. The oldest shall serve the younger.
Bars.
I am God, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. And Peter, you shall deny me 3 times. What are you talking about? Don't worry about it. We're just talking about, don't worry about it. Part of the spirit, will you?
He's balling.
You poor saps, you're worried about compromising. Episode 234, their Christianity. Acts 11:26. Catch a kicker. Water forfeiting a relationship. Word about compromising their Christianity. Water forfeiting a relationship. 1 John 3:1. Let that breathe, will you? What is this? Rookie hour? Let them breathe. Let the word breathe. Let them breathe. Let them breathe. Leave the cork off. Let that breathe. You know there are a few steps behind us. Let it breathe. Giving up relationship for religion. How could you walk with us? Your birthright for denominations. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, 10-17. Is this your value of me, 30 pieces of silver? Zechariah 11, 12-13. I'll beat that, Esau said with a meal. Hebrews 12:16. Going once, going twice, sold. It's not working because it's too much work. Can't keep a man. It's too much work.
Too much work.
Can't keep a relationship. It's too much work.
Too much you.
Walking in religion, not relationship. Too much work.
Too much you.
It's not working because it's too much work. Grace, Ephesians 2, 8-10, could have saved you.
Mm.
But you believed in works.
Facts.
Isaiah 64:6, hug that.
Mm.
Yeah. Parallel in the same time, put in 51 months. 15,500 views, 595 videos, 50 subscribers to date. You're not a minister, preacher, teacher, evangelist. Ephesians 4:11-13. Might have touched more inside. Revelations 12:4. But we never talk. Isaiah 53:7. Anonymous. Revelations 19:12. Kush had been saved in America before it was united. 1776. Kush had been saved in America before it was united. 1776. Milton and Rich. What more do you want from us? Matthew 5:39. Matthew 5:39-42. Don't be jumping through hoops for these people. My mother isn't white, all right? Wasn't the world saved? John 12:47, and no one turned around to thank us.
Bars.
Genesis 1:26, for picking up the cross. Luke 23:26. Wisdom is yet again vindicated, bastards. Keep the change on that. Light work. Light work.
Art.
Now, this might seem like a big thing to some of you because you used to step tone work. But we're with the growers. We're in the fields.
Bars.
What I share with you is pillow talk. Isaiah 29.
Pillow talk.
God forbid any real G thought pillow talk with his wife. She get the leftovers. God forbid any real G thought pillow talk with his wife. She get the leftovers.
Bars.
What I share with you is pillow talk.
Pillow talk.
Isaiah 29:10. I'd have to put chalk around you if I share you circle talk.
That's a bar.
Revelations 5:14, you flipping bastards. Stop it. This is weekly. Exodus 25:30. Now do your due diligence. Run off. Exodus 25:30. This is weekly. Stop it. You don't have work. We trying to fool. We trying to impress. You don't have no work.
You ain't got work.
You're not plugged in. You don't got no work. You ain't plugged in.
We're not talking about work. We're talking about work.
You don't know the plug in. You're not plugged in.
You're not connected. You're not connected.
We trying to impress. Everything come your way stepped on.
Bars. Trampled.
Everything come your way stepped on.
Watered down.
Can't count the cuts they making it. Stop it. We do this weekly.
You ain't got work.
You understand? Go ask your biggest comedian if he can do a 1-hour skit weekly. Fresh material. Go and ask him and get back to us.
Shots fired.
Go ask those who you're fan of and groupies if they can make an album every week. We do this weekly. walking feet like you can impress me. You ain't got no work. You're not plugged in. You don't know the plug. You can't do no shipment then still be on your feet. It's nothing to us if a shipment don't make it.
Woo!
It's nothing to us.
We got more.
You work on work. We're working with the plantation.
Bars.
All the world and all the earth and all it is. We're working with the plantation. We can never run out of work. This is every week.
That's a bar.
You're purchasing. You gotta come with money power to make the transaction. We're born in it. It's given. You ain't got no work. Tell that to the pews. Tell that to the people on the streets. You can't tell that to people who are plugged in. You ain't got no work. Never seen a shot caller with so much jewels on. Never seen a G so loud. You ain't got no work. You're not plugged in. Isaiah 64:6. What's this? No backside twerk? Guys are funny.
Backside twerk.
This rap, Hebrews 10:5, is realer than your realest rap. 33, a piece. Don't be con. It's not the way. If anyone on the numbers, how many dead Jalen didn't make it? First Chronicles 21:1, or is this the only business we don't order?
Office.
This rap, Hebrews 10:5, is realer than your realest rap. 33.
Bars.
Luke 3:23.
Bars.
Just talking to you. Do you due diligence? Well, no. A piece. Don't be con. James 1:16. It's not the way. John 14:6. Have anyone on the numbers? How many dead Jalen didn't make it? First Chronicles 21:1. Or is this the only business we don't audit?
Bars.
Don't worry about it.
Bars.
Your existence is at a very primitive level, as I know. Have and where. Matthew 6:25-34. Do you due diligence? Run along. You would think you came from nothing. 1 John 2:29. That's saying something. Hold this hollow tip. Even when they go deep, Psalms 42:7, it's shallow. Mark 4:5.
Bars.
Don't worry about getting back to us. Genesis 1:26. Just hollow. Psalms 100:1. 16 G's to beat drum on us. James 1:26. God is with us. Isaiah 7:14. 17 Jesus saves. Matthew 1:21. 18 salvation and redemption. Revelation 3:12. Thank you for sticking around for the
You bastard.
dialogue. Yeah, man.
Oh, so.
It's just rich, though. It's just potent. Boys.
Hey, pure. Pure.
That's pure, man. That's pure.
Pure.
Spirit says you're cheap bastards. Premeditatedly fill yourself up on a complimentary bread and water. After you looked at the menu,
Yes.
you saw the prices. Baby, eat up.
Uh-huh.
Baby, eat up.
Uh-huh.
Got so shameful. You start taking turns.
Yep.
You ask the bread, then I ask the bread. You ask the bread, then I ask the bread. Eat up, baby, eat up. Being a server and serving, great as you will serve, to catch the ploy. The time we came back, the butter was over. The butter was done. Oh, need more butter?
Need more bread.
And bread? It's like a fourth time with it.
We got butter, but we need bread. We got bread.
All that bread and butter, I mean, they're not leaving any room for entree. Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Rightfully
We're
so.
not feeling too hungry. Let's split a salad. Let's split a salad. We're not feeling too hungry. We'll just split a salad. After five portions of bread, I would think so. Cheap bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Deuteronomy 23:2. Left no room for entree.
Yep.
Matthew 5:17. Run along, due diligence. 5:17. Run along.
Intentionally gorge yourself.
And stuff themselves on complimentary bread and water. Because they thought the entree, Colossians 1:19, was costly. Just to find out it's free. Romans 3:24. Just to find out it's free.
Too much glory.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
I'd rather give you pillow talk, but I was going to give you a little bit of something. Just a little bit of something. See what happens when you stuff yourself from bread and water? You stuff yourself from bread and water. You ask for meat before it's time. What happened? And one scripture says,
He's balling. He's balling.
his needs make him king. And he says, not before my time.
Time.
You asking for meat before it's time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want the meat before it's time? The meat is going to come after Malachi. The meat is going to come years from now. The meat's not a time for the meat yet.
You know they only here
It's
because
not
they're
time for
hungry.
entree yet.
You know they only here because they're hungry.
It's not time for entree yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want meat? Get in meat. Look what happened.
Look what happened.
Choke on it. You died. Overdosed on it.
Too much for you.
Too much for you.
Scripture.
Quail was a type and a foreshadow.
That you could only handle.
They never stomached the quail.
Bars.
They never stomached the quail. They never stomached the meat.
Couldn't handle it. Couldn't
And when
handle
when the fullness of it come, Matthew 5:17, they vomited it back out. They vomited it back out. It's not your fault. Now let's get back to pillow talk.
Wasn't ready.
Let's get back to pillow talk.
Mm-hmm.
Man. God says you bastards are cheap, man. Stuff yourself from bread and water because you thought the entree was going to be costly just to find out it's free. Bastards.
Tough.
Bastards, though. Bastards. Times and a half, 3.5 years. Luke 3:23. What along do you due diligence? I did the wholesale business. Sorry to inform you, Father, Galatians 4:6, but they don't check for you like that. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but they don't check for you like that. Can't beat them, join them in the retail business, shorts. They cares lots for his garments. He's talking to you. Psalms 22:18.
Tough.
Follow the spirit if you can. A little here and a little there.
Yes, sir.
Getting 10 times more in the retail though than the wholesale.
Facts.
My youngin said, I told you you would make more breaking it down. I said, yeah, but I'm not in the business of stepping on it. Episode 243. Not the business of stepping on it. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead, ministers. I'm not the business of stepping on it. Voice, yell out, give the people what they want. 1 Samuel 8:22.
Yep.
Religion over relationship.
Facts.
Romans 8:16. What penmanship? They forgot the pen task of the pen. Like they forgot the glory of the earth. John 3:13. For what it's worth. Ah!
It's crazy. Tough. Tough.
Got the penthouse to the pen. Like they forgot the glory to earth. John 3:13. Ah! Better buy on that one.
Oh, pillow talk.
Pillow talk. Pillow talk. It's all pillow talk.
Only pillow talk.
I have to put chalk around you for talk what we talk in the inner circle. Love this. I just love this. All who think I'm being extra trying to impress, ask God, man. This is our lows. This is our lows, man. This is our lows. I'm calling God as my witness.
This is our lows.
I'm telling you to go check God's what God said. I'm gonna think. This is our lows. But you're not in the inner circle, so you wouldn't know this.
Facts.
Don't feel bad, bastards. Deuteronomy 23:2. The only Christ you know and worship and praise. What do you think that was?
Live and die.
That was his lows.
That was the Christ you love. Oh.
You know the one that they said, isn't he Mary and Joseph's son? That's who you know.
That's who you know. That's who you love.
The only Christ you know, worship and praise. High priest is talking to you, boy.
To you, boy.
That's who you know.
That's who you know. That's how you love.
Don't be acting. Don't be acting like you know me like that.
They don't check for you like that down here.
Stop acting like you know me intimately.
You don't know me like that.
You don't know me like that.
Balling.
You know the Christ who gets slapped. The high priest talking to your boy.
Thorns on the head, flashing. That's who you know.
That's who you know. You know the Christ on his lows. Don't be acting like you know me like that.
Bars.
You don't exchange numbers beyond the wall. Don't be acting like you know me like that. Got a junior family asking.
Principle.
Look at you. Look at you. The only Christ you know, worship and praise. What do you think? That's his lows.
Bars.
And some of you are infatuated with only that.
Bars.
You don't even have the capacity to go beyond that. You want to know the boy who got slapped in his face? High priest, don't get to the boy. You only know the little boy who put behind his back, face on the pavement.
Spit in the face.
Let him
That's
out
who you
in
know.
time so he can go entertain us.
40 thorns on the head.
Stop acting like you know me like that.
You don't know me like that.
You might be at your pinnacle of your apex. Can't relate. No docs, no socks. Could you imagine us? Genesis 1:26 with sin. Romans 4:15.
That's crazy. They wouldn't appreciate that, dog. One line is crazy.
Enjoy your apex.
Mm.
I don't even understand the shot spot. You're at your apex. We can't even relate.
No socks, no docs.
Could you imagine us with sin? Romans 4:15.
Look at that entendre.
Damn!
Woo.
This is big, boy. This is big, boy. You too ignorant to even know what's going on. The spirit is talking Russian now. The spirit is talking Russian now.
Get that into you.
That two on your knee. Is that a symbol you don't kneel? Isaiah 45:23. And the twos on your body. Leviticus 19:28. It's supposed to be what? Your life story? Vor V Zakone. Thieves in the Law translation in English. Luke 16:1-16. Run along.
Thieves in the law.
Sorry you could have had it written upon your heart. 2 Corinthians 3:3. What's all this tattooing up your body and tattooing your knee? You could have had a tattoo upon your heart. Without hands, by the way.
Facts.
Colossians 2:11. No blood. Leviticus 17:11. And pain, as Yeshua did, and be made men. Yeshua already did that for you. Yeshua already did that for you. Yeshua
Went up the
already
hill.
did that for
Went
you.
up the hill. Just so you don't have to.
As Yeshua did and be made man. Revelations 13:8. Things are about to change, haters. Neither will I be in the same realm of space. Acts 1:9-11. Things are about to change, haters. Neither will I be in the same realm of space with you. Acts chapter 1:9-11. While we're at it, draw the curtains. Hebrews 10:12-21. You might not realize now he's going into the high priest. Pillow talk. This is pillow talk. You can't follow pillow talk.
Oh.
Things are about to change, haters. Neither will I be in the same realm of space with you. While I'm at it, draw the curtains. Hebrews 10:12-21.
You bastards.
First class. God don't speak to you like this.
Come on, man.
Things are about to change, haters.
Haters.
Won't be in the same realm of space with you. While we're at it, draw the curtains. It's not your fault, man. Appreciate. God don't build them like this anymore.
Come on, man.
Things you talk about and things you're about, I gave you. Platform, and look what you form.
Look what you form. Look what you form.
Just because you don't know about 1 Corinthians 4:7. Just because you don't know about Johnny B. What does any man have in that receive if you receive what post?
I boast.
Things you talk about and things you're about, I gave you. 1 Corinthians 4:7, a platform, and look what you formed.
Look what you formed.
That we did with it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First fruit, don't fall far from the tree. Revelation 22:14.
Mm-hmm.
You know it by its manifestation.
Bars.
A.T.S, I'm a branch, 3 nails.
Mm.
Don't be mad. Everybody can't go.
Bars.
But I told her this from the Genesis. Everybody can't go. I could have told it from the Genesis.
We did. And we did.
Now, everybody can't go.
Go.
Wilderness. Everybody can't go. You don't think Abraham had more loved ones? Everybody can't go.
Joseph.
Everybody can't go.
Can't go.
But if tell you that from the Genesis, still a Hyundai, sorry. The revelation brought forth the manifestation. John 1:14 of the illumination, as it's written. Here is something they don't teach. Commend you on your reach.
Tough.
But it wasn't your allotment in order to obtain this.
Commend you on your reach.
It wasn't your allotment to obtain this.
Something you can't teach.
Cross path, I understand. Cross path. Almost there. I was in the same room with him. Went to the same school with him. Born the same arrow. Just because, you know what I mean? You know how many men wish they were born
in my lifetime? Yes, sir. Wish.
Pillar talk, pillar talk. Pillar talk. This is pillar talk. I don't want you to think I'm going deep. This is pillow talk.
Any more than we have to.
This is pillow talk.
Realist talk.
Let me just add this openly to make you know this is careless talk. And only the unsaved don't know this. Only the unsaved. Could the saved know? The house and the phone is tapped.
If you don't know, you just don't know.
You think because you walk in, because you lying down beside me naked, I'm going to get careless? The house and the phone is tapped. I know this. I know this.
Check the phone. Check the wallet. I know. Go through it.
Spirit said, everything you speak,
he tests. Yeah.
Phone in the house is tapped.
Yes.
Talk. This is careless talk.
I left it open so you can go through it. Here's the wallet. Here's the phone. Go ahead.
Pardon me. I'm saying too much again. Pardon me. I'm saying too much again. This is the kind of careless talk I would make in the bullpen. If they got a J in your family, ask him. Ain't nothing private. We would say this in the bullpen. Who cares? Who cares? This is pillow talk.
Yep.
And I know you over there saying, "No, this is deep."
I know
you over there saying, "No, this is deep." Pillow talk.
I know you over there saying this is deep.
Pillow talk for us. This is pillow talk for us.
I'll be right back.
This is careless talk. This is pillow talk. I would say the same thing in the bullpen. Ain't none here private. We understand the house and the phone is tapped. It's okay. It's not your fault. I don't speak to you like this.
over here saying this is deep.
I know they are. This is deep. This is deep. Tights.
Tights.
This is pillow talk.
Phone is tapped, you bastard.
Here is something they don't teach. I commend you on your reach, but it wasn't your allotment in order to obtain us.
It's different. It's different.
Commend you on your reach, but it wasn't your allotment to reach us. Now be at peace with that. This is, be at peace with that like they either written in the book of life or it's not. Be at peace with that like I'm anointed or I'm not anointed. I'm called or I'm not called. I commend you. Here is something they don't teach you. I commend you on your
reach,
but it wasn't your allotment to obtain us.
That is heavy.
I see the sincerity of you walking in religion. I see the sincerity of you walking in the religion. Not your allotment to reach us.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
That's why the spirit is so calm. It says, hey, man. Hey, man.
It's a very somber one. Somber. Because we know God allows.
You think people don't want to reach? It's a chasm for them. It's not their allotment. It's not their allotment, dog. Here is something they don't teach, but I commend you on your reach.
Bars.
Got a little fellow. I've been doing the Lord all my life. I commend you on your reach. But discernment, the spirit tell me, you know, you're kind of filthy. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, help those around you to come back to me. I haven't seen him since. I commend him on his reach. He was right there. He was right there.
Right there. Right there.
He was born in his time. He was in his. This is paradox, man. That's how close, man.
He was right
born
there.
In his time.
Elijah, Moses, wish, and he was right there and walked away sad.
You know how much men desired to be born in my time? And that and fig leaves made him didn't make it. Fig leaves! He didn't make it. Fig leaves! You're in my time. You actually meet me. You're in this my space. You exchange words with me. Face to face with God, where if a man see God, he doesn't live. And when we open the books on that man, when we open the books on him, this is still pillow talk. Let's move on.
Still pillow talk.
Hey. This ain't a man who lost in the heats.
That's a fact.
This is a man who lost like the last Olympic 100 meters. It's like the 100. Hey! How come I get second and we have the same time? How come I got second, but we have the same time?
You didn't reach.
9 minutes, 9 seconds, 9.74 seconds, and I get second. How's that? I split it for here.
Yeah.
That is the difference between me and salvation.
Grace.
I talked to him. He talked back to me. And I missed it.
Hey. But then somebody at the last second says, remember me, Father. And he missed it. And he was at the back of the line. Wow. How? How?
That scoundrel make it to the last second and I missed it.
Pillow talk, you bastards.
Pillow talk, pillow talk, pillow talk.
Mm. Mm.
You have to give up everything
Oh,
you
you know.
knew. Is there a need to go on any further? You have to give up everything.
Everything you know.
Is there a need to go on any further? Be honest now. That's why the little fellow, you see the honest part?
Yeah.
The little fellow says, and he says, I'm not departing with that.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't check
want
for
to
you
know,
like
be
that.
honest with you. You got to give
Yeah.
everything you.
Yeah. But he said, I don't check for you like that.
I don't check for you like that.
I don't check for you like that. Everything else, I won't check for you like
I
that.
don't check for you like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give everything you knew. Is there a need to go on any further?
Mm-hmm.
What have I done to Elisha?
Mm.
Want to go back and say bye to mom and dad? What have I done unto you?
What did I do to you?
1 Kings 19, 19, and 21.
Yeah.
And you might think the sacrifice was glorifying God. The sacrifice was in.
Woo! There you go. Wow. Mm. That sacrifice and this sacrifice, not the same sacrifice.
You might not understand the pillar talk. You might have thought the sacrifice was in honor of. Same sacrifice was an Abraham sacrifice. Broke faith with God. The nerve of this bastard I call. The nerve of this bastard I call. He's second guessing the calling. Not understanding Romans 8. Predestined. Before new call. You want to go say bye to who? To who? Hold on. Didn't understand to and from. Didn't understand coming up and down the ladder.
He was coming through. He was going back to the through. He didn't understand.
Going back to through. From is talking to you, and you want to go out. You have a word for through. From is talking to you, and you want to go say a word to through. Men have died for less.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Men have died for less.
Yes, sir. I don't make this offer to everyone. Pillow talk.
Sacrifice was for himself for the sin that he just committed. Yeah, you bastards see all kind of sacrifice and keep thinking it's unto God.
Atonement is for you.
Man, he just broke faith with God. Elisha says, what have I done to this man? Look at him killing himself off. Elisha starts separating himself. Don't stand too near. Don't stand up too near to me.
Yeah.
Don't stand up too near to me.
Facts.
Trying to separate himself.
Facts.
Run down Elisha. Sorry. Elisha said, if you know what I know, you know what I mean? If you know what I know, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Next time, stop that. Put a gap in that. Put a gap in
Facts.
that.
Facts. Hey, the boy said, you're low key. You're lucky it wasn't a ministering spirit. You're low key. You might have got touched. You know how to got touched.
Paul had to sacrifice all he knew just to obtain.
Just to obtain.
Hold on. Pharisees are Pharisees. Lineage, solidified.
Facts.
Lineage, solidified.
Facts.
Pharisees are Pharisees. Now, hold on. You know, resume, spectacular.
Yeah, immaculate.
Says, all that I had to
throw it out.
Throw it out.
Forget.
Hey, can't pour that old wine into this new wineskin. If you don't hear anything else, religious people hear that. You will never get there bringing that religion in. You'll never get there. You'll never get there.
Bars.
Wasting your time think you can carry that old wine into this new wineskin.
That's a fact.
Commend you on your reach.
Reach. This is something you can't teach. You bastards.
Oh man, Philippians 3:13-16. Paulie. Let's go to the pinnacle. Another gave up glory though. 2 Corinthians 5:21. Knew no sin, took on sin. What's this flesh I gotta put on? What's this flesh? What's this flesh? Hey. No eating and drinking in the kingdom of heaven. You understand? But it's talking to you.
It's the motion.
Motion. Now they have to give up glory. Hey. Why have you forsaken me? Never been separated.
Never. We always talk about it. Never been outside of the shadow.
Never been separated. Now you understand why there's no tolerance for you. Hey. Now you understand why there's no tolerance for the liquor man on the milk carton.
Oh.
Listen, I don't even want to hurt you guys' feelings. Some of you don't even want to give up denomination.
Facts.
A relationship. I don't even want to hurt your feelings.
Facts. That's just the truth.
One man gave up glory, dog. No matter what that. One man gave up glory. These bastards don't want to give up their denomination. Hey. I go up further. One man give up glory. These bastards don't want to give up cult.
Facts.
Cult. God tell it.
Yeah. That's why God leave you alone. Yeah. That's why God leaves some of you alone.
I understand what we're saying. As it ought to be. As it ought to.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Phone is tapped.
Sounds about right.
Yep. It's about that time. Too much glory.
One man gave up glory. Took on sin.
Facts.
Separated from.
Yep.
And you want me to understand that you can't give up denomination?
Facts.
You want me to understand that you can't give up the cult? You want me to understand you can't give up culture? You want me to understand you can't give up fig leaves? By the way, fig leaves is tree makes paper makes money. Catch up, stay up with the spirit. Turn back for them, short bus. You understand? And you're asking me to understand that. But the person you're asking to understand that, he's behind the curtains, first class. And he's saying, I don't think so. Nope. I know what I gave up.
Yep.
And what you have to give up is that nothing in comparison to that.
Facts.
Elisha didn't understand this.
Woo!
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I told you about Ministers and ministering spirits. It's okay. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
A big
Mm-hmm.
thing. Manifold, looking
Mm-hmm.
into whom and what time. It's okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. You don't understand
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Through, from.
Mm.
You're about to honor through over from.
From?
Oh, are you about to honor through over from?
Mm.
Oh, are you about to honor through over from?
Over from? Mm-mm-mm.
But I just want to know what's happening here. Are you about to honor through over from?
Over from. 1,000 years.
Elijah should be the OGs. Hold on. Separate yourself.
Hold
on. Separate myself.
It's good.
Elijah should be the OG. Said, hold on. Let me separate myself.
Yeah.
You understand? Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
You can feel the offense.
Happened. Hold on. Something happened, but only those who are active in the spirit saw it. I need double portion.
You go careful, give me double. Yep. Have to give me double for my
one portion. I'm slipping already. I'm slipping already.
I need it.
I'm not even in, and I'm disqualified already.
Yep. You bastards.
Apprentice, and I'm messing up already. I'm an apprentice, and I'm messing up already.
I haven't even started, and I'm messing up already.
Elijah said, "Yo, man, time for me to go.
What I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
What can I do for you?" Man said, "You know, I don't think I could make it on the one. Give me two."
Facts.
I don't think I can make it on the one. I'm an apprentice and I'm messing up already. Give me two.
Hey, do you hear the heathens? You hear the heathens? Instead of learning from, they emulate and think the double portion was a good thing. You bastards.
Pillar talk. Hey, barely made it with the two. Barely made it with the two.
I need everything. Barely made
it with the two.
Yep, I need everything. Everybody want double portion. Like I'm slipping already.
Father of all nations, Genesis 18:18. Run along, do your due diligence. Run along. Father of all nations, Genesis 18:18. Run along. Sacrifice your son. Genesis 22. No, not you, son.
Bars.
The Lord will provide. Father, where's the sacrifice? The Lord will provide. Listen to Elijah. And if you care to believe, he's John the Baptist.
Bars. And if you care to believe,
we could speak this in the bullpen. This is pillow talk.
It's pillow talk.
Listen to Elijah.
The phone is tapped.
Yeah. John the Baptist is supposed to come back.
Yep.
The Lamb of God who takes away the sins of
Yes,
not you, son. Not you. I didn't even feel to get this honor, man. Talk about this too much. You know, little fellow, NFL fellow on his face, and let him do what it do, man. Let him do what it do, man. What's NFL for again? You who consider yourself intellectual. 1 Corinthians 3:13. And God don't use you. How do you square that with yourself? This is big boy.
It's big boy. Yeah, big boy.
I commend you
Mm-hmm.
They don't teach you this. I commend you and you reach, but it wasn't your allotment
Facts.
to obtain us.
Facts.
It's okay. But don't this, but they had ambition to reach for us.
Yeah.
It was ambition.
Yeah.
It wasn't their allotment, but they had ambition to reach for us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever, don't spirit call out the spirit. Hey, hey, save me.
Mm-hmm. In me. Mm-hmm.
In the flesh, the spirit don't know.
Facts.
In the flesh, the spirit don't know.
Don't know. Mm-hmm.
Only the spirit knows. The spirit would walk humble. Only God can tell you what that little man's gonna go through.
Mm.
And see, God wasn't good to me. Can't say God wasn't good to me. He told me to do it, and I can't say God wasn't good to me.
Mm.
That what did God say that I knew all my life? He told me the word. Isn't it?
Mm.
Isn't it? Isn't that sufferer's boy that I know?
Mm.
Isn't that little jail we know? I don't give him no ratings like that. God was using the tool of God.
Mm. Mm.
That's for the outsiders. What's for the insiders? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move
Get
on.
out of here.
If that's for strangers, what's for those who are in the household, the inner circle?
Let's get out of here.
Saddle the horses.
Yep.
You who think you're leaders,
Mm.
Deuteronomy 28:13, if God don't use you, how do you square that with yourself?
Mm.
You who think you're humble, 1 Peter 5:6, and God don't use you, how do you square that with yourself?
Mm.
Hey, a bunch of people think they're humble.
Dog.
Hear me? This is them. This is every day.
Yeah.
God,
I'm humble. I'm humble. I'm humble.
Hey, telling God they're humble. Not God telling them they're humble. God, I'm humble. God, I'm humble. God, no, use me. I'm humble.
Facts.
Okay. How do you square that with yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You think you're called.
Mm.
Romans 8:28, and walking in
Mm.
religion.
Mm.
James 1:23. How do you square that with yourself?
How do you square that with yourself?
Now, this is a big bunch.
Yeah.
They don't teach you this.
No.
But I commend you on your reach. But it wasn't your allotment. Honoring the through over the from.
You know what's so powerful about all these big pillars back to back? These back to back that you just laid out? You can't go around manifestation. You can't. This is rubber hits the road. This is one-on-one.
Yeah.
Why ain't God use you? Why ain't God using you? It's big talk.
You who assess yourself. 1 Corinthians 4:3. Run along, and look that up.
Mm-hmm.
You who assess yourself. 1 Corinthians 4:3. How do you square that with yourself?
Mm. How do you square that with yourself?
Paul says, I don't assess myself, man. There's another who assess me. I don't assess myself. But you who assess yourself, how do you square that with yourself?
Mm.
As for us, Genesis 1:26, who are called. Romans 8:28, and walking in the manifestation. John chapter 1, verse 14. There is nothing to square. Square. You're just not a part of his circle. Revelations 5:14.
Verbiage.
Or hemisphere. Revelations 20:15. Yeah, this bar was written in the sun, in which, you know what I mean?
Amen.
Amen. Lock it to get a phone and finish it up in the sauna. That's when I think I was coming out, they pulled me back in. Here's a phenomenon for you. Have seeds but no fruit. This is for the committed. This is for the committed, man. Nothing, no seed but have fruits. It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. Here's a phenomenon for you. Have seeds but no fruit. Neither have no seeds but have fruit.
Bars.
That might take you a while to decipher. Don't worry about
it.
I can tell it's important how you speak to the king and his. 1 Peter 2:9. I could tell it's important how you speak to the king and his. But that's for those who comprehend scripture. Psalms 105, verse 15. Don't touch the Lord, anointed in his prophets.
Yes, sir. Hands off.
I could tell it's important how you speak to the king and his.
Yes, sir.
Those people who comprehend scripture.
Don't you dare.
Where does that leave you? Oh, it's so big. It's so big. It's so big. It's so big. It's like a Jesus wet verse. Retreat through Philippians 4:13 with more honor than from John 12:44. I can only give you justice if you go look up the scriptures yourself.
Facts.
It's a paradigm shift for your walk.
Facts.
But as I'm telling you this is pillow talk.
Bars.
Mary's through. Easy. Mary's through. Easy.
Cart before the horse. Don't put the cart before the horse.
Mary is through.
He's from.
She who I came through, I made.
Bars.
Easy with the Mary, man. Easy. It's through. You treat through with more honor than from. And I saw angels going up and down the left. Got it in by mules. Still using tunnels. Imitation is flattery.
Yeah.
Imitation is flattery. Got it in with mules.
Yep.
Look at him coming into Jerusalem on a mule. We got it in with mules.
We got it in there.
Search all you want. It's already inside.
Ready inside.
Search all you want. It's already inside.
Ready in there. Sorry, officer. Sorry, Joseph.
Search all you want. It's already inside.
Sorry, officer. Sorry, Joseph. It's already in there.
Have it written up on your heart. Have it written up on your heart.
It's already
Search all
in there.
you want. It's already inside.
It's already in there.
We got it in with mules.
Yep. Yep.
We've been muling in the work for so long.
Long, so long,
We've been muling in the work for so long.
so long.
Got an invite mules.
Mm-hmm.
A genius family asking.
Ask him.
This pillar talk, we're still
That's it.
using tunnels.
Still using tunnels.
Imitation is flattery.
Facts.
You treat through Philippians 4:13 with more honor than from John 12:44.
Mm-hmm.
From where would I get that from? Aren't you believers that Solomon and David had more seed than Christ? Still piggybacking off is the phenomenon.
Phenomenal.
Him who had seed,
Mm-hmm.
no fruit.
Yeah.
Him who didn't have a seed had fruit.
Mm-hmm. The word is tough. These days, there's fruit without no seeds. Crazy.
Solomon and David had more seed than Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that. You've been walking in religion and believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you are dying in religion and believe that. Your grannies, your mothers believe that. You're not even in the realm of the book. 2 Timothy 3:16, much less the same library.
Mm.
You guys not even in the same book, much as the same library. Some even believe Zelophehad, Numbers 26:33, had more seed than Christ too. Zelophehad had more seed. Some of them even believe that. Now we know. Girl dad, girl dad, girl dad. Oh, poor thing.
Give them, Father.
Listen to Miriam if you desire. I am, Exodus 3:14 is going to listen to Moses.
Mm.
As for the committed.
That's tough.
Numbers 12:1-16. Children
That's
of the
tough.
flesh, not spirit, are you?
That's
Like
tough.
last week, I tell you, who you talking about, bastards? I see people saying they don't want to live too long in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
They reach eternal life.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing these bastards giving it up for Miriam over
Mm-hmm.
Moses
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Pound of sugar, pound of grain of rice.
All day. Mm-hmm.
She paid the rent, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, but what's that? Going once, going twice, going twice, sold.
Mm-hmm.
Going once, going twice, sold.
Mm-hmm.
I gave up glory and he asked me to come to understand what? Hold on. Let's have a conversation. Because they love to say this. You ready? This is going to make a lot of them go to hell. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now, these are a set of bastards to which God himself says not one understand.
Facts.
Listen to what these bastards says. These bastards put their hand on the Bible and swear and says, God understands.
Yes, sir.
But when they say God understand, they're saying, God understand why I wrong. God understand why I don't obey. God understand why I sin. God understand. The condemnation to say God understand your disobedience is so disrespectful. It is the equivalent. Let me just give him something pertaining to today's offering. It's the equivalent to Elisha breaking rank and be like, he understands. We can move on.
No.
Elisha though said, stand over there. I'm going to stand over here. It's the equivalent of Abraham. You see, because he
breaking fate.
Let me jot their memory. Because if I speak harsh against him, because they say he's a patriarch, it offends them. Let me jog their memory because they have spiritual Alzheimer's. He's an idol worshiper.
Yes.
He is a son of an idol worshiper.
Yes, he is.
I'm having grace on him.
Facts.
And thus would call him out. And a time is going to come when those who can't talk to us think they can question us.
Talked. Woo.
If not here already.
Facts.
I am not asking him, I'm telling him something. I'm not breaking bread with him, I'm giving him bread.
Whew.
How shall he's asking God, how shall he know? He does not know better because it's not in his lineage to know better. He's not cut from the cloth. So God had to say to him, because he would have just walked on and I'd have to kill him. I said, son of an idol worshiper, son of an idol worshiper. Make it according to the pattern and carry out the sacrifice accordingly. We know what happened.
Yeah.
Before he started, he slipped.
Facts.
Don't worry about it. I'll do it myself. Don't worry about it. I'll what?
Do it myself. Go to sleep. Yeah. Go to sleep.
That's when you read about the oven and the bread and fire going through. I'll make my own covenant. I'll do my own. It's okay. I'm not even going to work with you.
Yeah.
And even when I send him up, on the mountain with Isaac, I'm like, not you, son.
I got it.
But list the Miriam if you want. I am into the street forward. I'm going to list the Moses.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know that real quick. That talk is crazy. You on that coast, I'm on this coast. We Spirit zoomed in on Miriam this week. Said, hey, it's not because of the relationship, not because your brother leading Israelites. It's not because of nothing. The Lord came down and he heard you. The whole campus talk about Moses, and we didn't say nothing. God was hovering over the abyss, and he heard what she said. So you can say a lot of things, just don't let him hear you. I'm gonna listen to Moses. I ain't listen to Mary.
Listen to Mary if you want it. I am gonna listen to Moses, man. I
am.
Now, we're not talking backseat Miriam. She's a prophetess.
All that with it too.
Nice, all right? Eve wanted to know what happened. Let's move on. Let's move on. Gather the horses, man.
Let's get out of here.
Eve wanted to know what happened.
What happened?
Tell her she was rejected. Genesis 3:6.
Before
it started.
Afterthought.
Before it started. Genesis 2. Like Esau, Genesis 25:23. This is where, thank you for this word. This is where those who are not part of the cloth, those who are not part of the book of life. When did Jesus become Jesus?
This is where.
When did Jesus become Jesus, man?
Get out of here. Yeah.
What about compromising episode 234, their Christianity? Acts 11:26. Please ask the Spirit for take the veil off so you can get this. Please, if nothing else, ask the Spirit if you can take the veil off, if nothing else, so you can get this little piece of work. I really want to get through and from, but those are big chasms. Those are big, huge chasms. I know it just sounds like, it sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Ask the Lord if you can get, you know, Lord, please take the veil off so I can get, you know, through and from. Please take the veil off so I can get that. But also, Lord, I'm just bothering you for one more thing. There's one more thing, Lord. Just one more thing I'm bothering you for. Just take the veil off one more time and let me get this little part here. What about compromise in episode 234, their Christianity? Acts 11:26, while forfeiting relationship. In order for you to be a Christian, you have to forfeit something.
Woo!
This is bitter talk. You're bringing me down to, you were bringing me down to depravity to which I'm not comfortable in this depravity. I'm not comfortable with this depravity to which you're bringing me spiritually.
Boys, go.
This is spiritual depravity for us. This is spiritual depravity for us. What about compromising episode 234, their Christianity? Acts 11:26. While forfeiting relationship. 1 John 3:1. When you call yourself Jehovah's Witness, Church of God, apostolic, this, that, more, what? You
gave up something else. That's big. Look how the Spirit said that. Look how the Spirit said that.
What
you
have
gave
you
up
forfeited
something.
so you are something else?
Woo! You gotta give up something.
Whole bunch of Esau's walking around me. Separate yourself.
Don't touch me.
Whole bunch of Esau's walking around me. Separate yourself.
Don't touch me.
Whole bunch of Esau's walking around me.
Yep.
Separate yourself.
Put yourself back. Back.
Whole bunch of Esau's.
Back.
Give him your birthright. You don't even know your birthright.
Facts.
Give him your birthright. Your birthright. Give up your birthright for what? For who? Offsprings of Esau, are you? Don't worry. I'll say this in the bullpen too. This is pillow talk.
You'll catch it on the shorts. Bastards.
Giving up relationships for religion. How could you walk with us? We're still piggybacking off Eve want to know what happened. You gave up a relationship with me for that. You gave up a relationship with me because you wanted to be wise.
Yeah.
You gave up a relationship with me because you wanted to be like God. You know the audacity to want to be like me? The spirit that was talking to was the same spirit that wanted to sit on the throne.
Yeah, yeah.
Taddy, run along. Isaiah 14:10-14 will help you. Ezekiel 28 will help you. Revelations 12 will help you. Tad along, tad along. She's like, don't you want to be like God?
Yeah. Bastard.
Rejected them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She said she want to know what happened, but she want to answer. Okay, you bastard.
Give relationship for religion. You walk with us. Take me for a claffy. Hold on. You ever see this talk? You take me for a claffy. You're disrespectful. You take me for a claffy. Don't kick up, dog. Take the serious, dog. You don't think I'll make you the head of anything? Disrespectful, dog.
Yeah, of course.
You take me for a claffy.
That's crazy.
You better check yourself and make sure that's not even in your heart.
Facts.
You think I would make you the head of anything? My pastor's a woman. You guys are clapping, right? I'm gonna make the same mistake twice because I was a clappy. I'm gonna put my anointing up on Eve.
Right.
The same Eve who he has no respect for. He has no respect for Eve.
All pillow talk.
Going once,
None.
going twice. Sold. You selling me out already. You selling me out already. Yo, man, rat pan you make it go do a whole bunch of time and your whole money mash up.
Yep.
You give up on jokes with them again. You're clapping. You're clapping.
Yeah, you're a waste man. You're a waste man. You're a waste. You're a waste.
So hold on now. You might say, Judge said, you in front of me again? Hold on. I have a paperwork here with this man ratting on you already. You're charged with him again. There's the judge. You're charged with him again. The judge says, you're charged with him again. He ratted on you the last time. You're charged with him again. The judge says, you're charged with him again. I have paperwork here when he ratted you out. You're charged with him again. Hey, the judge haven't moved on to the charge yet, you know. He's still dealing with it. He's still dealing with it. The judge haven't moved on to the charges yet. He still can't get over that. You guys think God's a clappy? You guys think God's a clappy, man? You got no respect for the Most High. You got no respect for the Most High, man. No respect for the Most High. You got
I tell you, I was gonna lock you up if I see you again.
Yeah, you guys think God's a clappy? Huh? God's getting cancer in his old age or something? You really think God's getting cancer in his old age? Huh? Look what I gave Eve in Genesis 3.
Yep.
Spit in my face.
Uh-huh.
Like a clappy.
Yep. And you think I'm gonna give it a ball again?
And what? Hey, go preach, Eve. Hey, go anointing Eve. Lead the flock, Eve. You guys think I'm a clappy.
Yep. Exactly.
Your birthright, come on, man. Giving up your birthright for denominations. 1 Corinthians 1, 10 to 17. Is this your value of me? 30 pieces of silver. Zechariah 11, 12 to 13. And I heard the Spirit says, I'll beat that. All springs of Esau they are. Hebrews 12, 16. Sold his birthright for a meal.
Facts. I'll beat that.
I don't want any of you walking down there in religion and cult think you're better than Esau.
Bars.
That's the thing. You are spiritual schizophrenics and delusional. You out there walking in denomination and religion and think you're better than Esau.
You ain't got nothing on Esau.
You ain't got nothing on Esau.
You ain't got nothing on Esau.
You got nothing on Esau. Do whatever you do.
Yep.
Do it. Listen. You fast because you're not walking with the groom. We don't fast.
No.
If you don't know why you're fasting, if you don't know, leave the congregation. But you are allowed to. And there's a reason why you're allowed to. You might not understand that with shots fired. Hold that. You can hold that. You can hold that. You can hold that. You're allowed to fast. Go ahead. You're allowed to fast. Go ahead. There's a reason why. Go ahead. I can't. For reasons being, you might not know, but I don't speak to people on your level. Ask your minister and your pastors if they don't know you should leave the congregation. Do whatever you do to get this one, right?
Oh, man.
Poor thing, poor thing. There's no forgiveness for Esau for stolen his wife.
Birthright.
So what you want, you think God's a clappy. What exemption you want me to make for you? Because I'm partial man, right? God partial man. In the book that you read, he's partial to man. Okay. Some of you really think God is clappy.
That's a fact.
Well, no. Eve again. I entrusted Eve with a lot of stuff, man. I entrusted Eve with a lot of things before. It's the equivalent of a man doing something with a man and he ratted him out. And he go back on a work for him again. And all the judges saying, he's not even reaching charges yet. I'm looking at this paperwork and this man ratted you up before. You're charging him again. You think God's a class?
That's crazy. Yeah. It's the spirit of the Lord right there.
I beat that Esau. Esau said, I'll beat the 30 pieces of silver with a meal.
With the meal.
Going once, going twice, sold, I heard. It's not working because it's too much work.
Bars.
Some of you involved in too much work. Leave room for,
cream.
Leave room for cream.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have a relationship, can't hold down a relationship. It's too much. Too much work.
Too much work.
Married, too much work. Grace, Ephesians 2:8-10 could have saved you, but you believe in works.
Bars.
I thank the Spirit of the Lord for dragging this for so long, because there's a curse on you and you don't pick it up. You see this little talk that you guys cling on to? You can take it with a grain of salt all you want. I'm home already. I don't care. I already know you guys don't believe in manifestations, because if you did, you wouldn't be walking in religion. That might go over your head. But that might go over your head. That might go over your head. That might go over your head. If you believe in manifestation, you wouldn't be walking in religion. But that went over your head. See this little talk, this little curse talk you make, I don't have time to correct you, because the only thing I try to persuade people on is the things of God. It's just my calling. I don't care about nothing else. I don't try to persuade you with anything else. I couldn't care if you're walking over a bridge. This little thing about Eve's talking about a man must work to get me. It's the most cursed talk.
Crazy.
Now you understand when the Spirit says it's working. It's not working because it's too much work.
Facts.
This little talk where you get in your head, you have to work to get me. It's not even in the order of God.
Forgive them, Father.
It is flip-sided, out of bounds, wayward, outside of the realm of God. Everything about that statement is wrong. Everything about him is wrong.
Everything about him is wrong.
Everything about him is wrong. Everything about that statement is wrong.
Facts.
He has to work to get me. An afterthought. You're aware of this, right?
They're not aware. They're not aware.
Second guess. I should have been going down this alley. I should have been going down this line. I'm going to regret this. I should have been. Oh, I'm going to regret this. Talking about it. I could have told this from the Genesis. Go back to Genesis 2:22.
Yep.
Go back to Genesis 3. Gotta work to get me. Work to get what? Hold on now. These are not Mary saying this. These are ones with multiple kids and multiple fathers.
No immaculate.
Mary saying this.
No immaculate.
These are not Mary saying this.
These are multiple.
These are the ones with multiple kids and multiple fathers. You got to work to get me.
Under the curse. Working the curse.
That statement is wrong.
Yeah.
You might not understand what I'm saying because you're in the walls.
Facts.
Okay. My man didn't know the grace that was on that. The grace to give you that, the truth to give you that, the grace to try to save you. But if you fall short, it's just because it wasn't your allotment. But I commend you for your reach.
Your reach. Put that on a t-shirt.
Multiple kids and multiple fathers.
No immaculate.
You talking about a man got to work to
work.
What? To what?
Who stamped that message? Bastard.
Dude, family. We're talking about plowing another man's fields. There's no glory in this for me.
And I got a what?
You see when you don't understand this, you see when you don't understand what side of the sword you're standing on? You see when you don't understand what? What side of the sword you're standing on? I heard a man put his hand behind his back, put up his chin, and didn't open his mouth because you understand the blade was at his throat. Fool had his hand up and talking. The man had a gun in his face.
Not understanding.
Don't understand what side the sword is standing
on.
Mary says, little old me, Lord. Hold on. Let me show you biblically why everything about this statement is wrong. Mary's a virgin. Hold on.
Come on.
Spirit of God camp on her.
Yep.
Joseph said, me not want that. Take that and run, you filthy bastard. That was biblical. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Look at that.
Mary is a
virgin.
The Spirit of God
Spirit of the Lord.
Hold on. The Spirit of God came up on her. And Joseph said, what?
I don't want that.
Hold on. If not for the intervention of God himself.
Yep. Men of God collect.
If not for the what? Intervention of God. Everything about that statement is wrong.
Yo, Joseph said, we don't want you seconds.
Come on, man. You're in the midst of a classic. Act like it. Act like you've been here before. You're in the midst of a classic. Act like you've been here before. It's in the midst of a classic. You're in the midst of a classic. Act like you've been here before. Finish up strong. Finish up strong. Finish up strong. The classic. The classic. The classic.
Yeah.
4 to 20 and 10, I heard.
Yes, sir.
Joe, Mary is a virgin.
Facts.
The Spirit of God have come upon her.
Facts.
Joseph is planning to put her away.
Yes.
The Spirit of God had to intervene. God himself had to intervene.
Facts.
You are sitting on multiple kids with multiple fathers.
And you want somebody to work.
Have to work to get you.
Woo!
Everything about that
statement is wrong. Yes, sir.
God is
grace. Grace.
Change your face. The that is grace.
Take your shoes off. You're standing on
this
ground.
from the Genesis.
Yes, sir. Mm, that's tough.
I could have told
That's
that man
tough.
from Genesis, though.
Mm-hmm.
Parallel at the same time,
Want
put in
nothing
51
to
months.
do. Joseph don't want nothing to do with her. After the Lord touch it, dog. Who the hell are
The
you?
Spirit of God had to intervene. If not for the Spirit of God, she's put away.
Put away. Mm.
Multiple kids and multiple fathers.
And
And you
want
out here
to
talking careless. Man, gotta work for me.
Mm.
You've been put away
Everything
multiple
about that
times.
statement is wrong.
You've been put away multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Multiple.
Hey, gotta share this with Big Yard. You gotta put
Multiple times.
No, but you see the curse?
Yeah.
And it cheats you from a life, not understanding what side of the sword you're on.
Facts.
All I'm saying to you, Mary's a virgin. The Spirit of God came upon her, and Joseph is planning to put her away.
And God had to intervene.
With multiple kids and multiple men.
And you ain't immaculate.
Been rejected, and you over here saying a man got to work for you. Everything about that statement is wrong.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Parallel in the same time, put in 51 months.
Facts.
15,500 views to date. 595 videos, 50 subscribers to date. I'm not a minister, preacher, teacher, evangelist. Ephesians 4:11 to 13. At least we don't brand ourselves. Might have touched more inside though. Revelations 12 verse 4.
Facts.
But we never talk. Isaiah 3:7. Open not his mouth. Anonymous. Revelations 19:12. Got a genie family asking. Kush had been saved in America before it was united, 1776.
Tough.
Built and enriched, what more do you want from us? Matthew 5:39 and 42. We built it and we enriched it. What more you want from us?
That's a fact.
Don't be jumping through hoops with these people. My mother isn't white. All right. See a little pushback on Mamala. Because of identity. Mama's mother was half white. Let's move on. Settle the house. My mother isn't white. All right. Wasn't the world saved? John 12:47. And no one turned around to thank us.
Facts.
Genesis 1:26. For picking up the cross.
Facts.
Luke 23:26. Wisdom is yet again vindicated. Luke 7:35. I know you heard a lot to date and to now. And you're thinking, wow, this is prolific. What I share with you is peloton.
Yes, sir.
Isaiah 29:10. I'd have to put chalk around you if I shake in a circle talk. Revelations 5:14. You're crazy? Sons of God gathered and he was there.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? What you want? Come on now. Spirit of God don't speak what he hears. Stop it. This is weekly. Exodus 25:30. Priests eat the showbread at the end of the week, weekly. Stop it. This is weekly.
Facts.
Run along there. You don't have any work. Isaiah 64:6. Your righteousness is full to rags. You ain't got no work.
Facts.
Gotta be plugged in to get work.
Facts.
You're a purchaser.
The growers.
You're a purchaser. Now, because they're not tapped in, they don't even know what their bond is stepped on.
Tough.
They have never been around work.
All this work talk, never been around work.
They wouldn't know work if they saw work.
Bars.
For a
And they
matter of
didn't.
fact, they
And they
saw work
didn't.
and rejected work.
And they didn't. Look at that.
They wouldn't know work
No
if
work.
they saw work.
Matter of fact, they were around work and didn't recognize work.
Son, I saw the little rich fellow came up to him and walk away from work.
Scripture can't be broken.
I don't even want to go here because, you know what I'm saying, he's a fellow comrade. I don't want to hurt feelings. He's the least in the kingdom of heaven. Are you him?
Bastards.
That's a man.
Bastards.
More you, man.
Who are you?
You wouldn't even know work if you saw work.
And he is
you never been around work. What you purchasing and stepped on? You don't know better. You offend me if you even compare me, man. You offend me.
Tell Johnny, the blinder, the heel, what? Woo! Tough.
You don't got no work.
Tough.
You by stepped on work because you don't know work.
No work.
You wouldn't know work if you say work. For a matter of fact, you rejected work.
It's written. It's written.
Just so you know, this is still a pillar talk. Never seen a minister in spirit that don't know.
Didn't know Christ. Bastards.
We can leave now, bastards. You don't have any work. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. You don't have any work. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. What's this? It's like a backside twerk. What's this? No backside twerk. What's this? It's like a no backside twerk. We have no work. Stop it, man. I'm offended. I know you don't know what work look because you saw work and you rejected work.
Work. Facts.
What you buy is stepped on work. What you buy is what? Stepped on work. Get you. Some of you have spent millions, thousands. You go Sunday after Sunday.
On stepped on work.
Truth but knowing dog. Truth but knowing dog. Truth but knowing dog. I'm going to go further. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
If it was stepped on, it wouldn't be bad. Sold them flower dog. I saw 40 off from the work. Sold them flower dog. Hey. Want to be a hustler. Don't no flower from work. Sold them flower.
Sold them flower. Not even stepped on, it was flower.
Flower. Sold them flower, dog. I'm saying stepped on.
Yeah, like how we get there. Flower.
Stepped on, at least stepped on work come from the essence of the work. Sell them flower, dog. Sold them flower.
Essence.
This rap, Hebrews 10:5, your due diligence is realer than your realest rap. 33.
Mm.
Luke 3:23. Go on along at peace. Don't be con.
Mm.
James 1:16. It's not the way.
Yes, sir.
John 14:6. If anyone run the numbers, how many dead, jail, and didn't make it?
Mm.
First Chronicles 21, verse 1. Do due diligence.
Facts.
That's the only business we don't own. Your existence is at a very primitive level. Have and wear. What I have, what I wear. Their existence at a very primitive level. Matthew 6:25-34. Run along, do your due diligence. You would think you came from nothing. 1 John 2:29. That's saying something. Hold this hollow tip. Even when they go deep, Psalms 42:7, it's shallow.
Bars.
4:5. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Don't worry about getting back to us. Genesis 1:26. Just holler.
Mm.
Psalms 100, verse 1. 16 G's to beat drum on us. Genesis 1:26. God is with us.
Mm.
Isaiah 7:14. 17 Jesus saves. Matthew 1:21. 18 salvation, redeemed. Revelation 3:12. You got enough. Not the fact you got too much.
Too
Still
much.
could have talked bastards.
Bastard. 16 G's. God is God with us.
Mm-hmm.
Bastard.
16 G's to beat drum on us.
Mm.
God is with us. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. What more you want from God, man?
What more you want?
Got enough.
We got enough, dog.
They definitely got enough, man.
Woo.
Got enough, man. You know, they got enough. They wouldn't understand. They wouldn't know.
Too much glory.
Yeah. It's a classic, man. I had to tell God to hold himself to get to finish strong, dog.
Yeah.
Finish strong. It's a classic. Finish strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get him one that can touch it. Just want to get him one to go to the door. One going to the door, dog. Hold this. Going to the door, man. You know, the two on your knee. Is that a symbol you don't kneel? Isaiah 45:23. And the two's on your body. Leviticus 19:28 is your life story. Vor V Zakone, Thieves in Law. Translation Luke 16:1-16. Sorry, could have had it written up on your heart. 2 Corinthians 3:3 without hands. Colossians 2:11. No blood, Leviticus 17:11, and pain, as Yeshua did, and be made man. Revelations 13:8. Things are about to change, haters. Neither will I be in the same realm of space. Acts chapter 1, 9-11. Draw a curtain, will you? Hebrews 10:12-21. First class. Not your fault.
Not your fault.
Not your fault. Yeah, man. Just leave them with that. They can write out on that. It's a classic, man.
Come on, man. Come on, doggy. Come on, man. What's understood don't need to be said.
Who is not from, bastards? You treat through with more honor than from.
Bro. You know, we talk about this like breathing air, dog. But when you really like you seize the moment, understand through and from.
I know how these bastards treat the curse.
Yeah.
They pray to God for the curse.
Facts.
And he sent bastards. I swear to you, Brad, you should eat bread. It's just that's just the provisions through. I'm just giving you that the provisions I'm providing for you. That's just a through. But it's from. They lose it, they go crazy.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You know, and so we gave them Philippians 4:13, and we said, go check out John 12:44. Put more honor on the through. Run off. Go run with that now. Philippians 4:13. You put more honor on the through than from.
That's that Philippians.
Whatever came in was in flesh.
Through.
But don't put more honor in that than the from.
One on the from, you bastards.
You only believe in him because he's from.
Yep.
Pillow talk. The only reason I'm talking this, even though it sounds deep to you, is because it's pillow talk. I would say the same thing in the bullpen. Saying too much now. Don't worry about the pillow talk. We're aware the phone is tapped and the house is tapped.
Yep. If you know, you know. Yep.
Got enough, man.
Wine is done. Get out of here.
Got enough.
You bastards. So much grace.
Anybody missed out on this, they might have missed out on their salvation. Anybody missed out on this, they might not be making it. Might not. It's not your allotment anyways. It's just, hey, the things that was said in this is a lot of paradigm shifts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Paradigm shift.
Yes, sir.
Everything about that statement is wrong.
Everything.
Dog, I turned back to give them.
Broke it down. Took
Understand?
time.
I could have told you this from the Genesis.
Yes, sir. You probably would have choked on it like the quail.
Don't let cheapness kill you.
Don't be cheap.
Don't let cheapness kill you. Baby, ask for more bread. Baby, ask for more water.
Ask for butter.
Went through 4 or 5 courses of bread and water. Take your order, sir. Yeah, well, when I'm feeling too hungry, I'm just gonna split a salad.
Yeah.
Just to find out the entree was free.
Facts.
Yeah. Lamb chop was free. Don't let cheapness kill you. Free.
Yep.
Complimentary, bro.
You bastards. We out.
Dog, it was a classic, dog.
Say less. It was an honor. Even if it was the hard way. Still the God way. Yes, sir. But God be glorified. No, this is going to be great.
It was a great one.
This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
Yeah, we out, man.
Yeah.
After
All
party,
right.
after party,
Yes,
after
sir.
party. Let him go.
Take your shoes off, you filthy bastards. You're standing on holy ground. All right, my G.
Yes, sir.